The first time I saw her, she looked like an ethereal ghost in the midst of chaos. The evacuation alarm was blaring, and humanity's colony on Siren 4 was being bombarded by a rogue asteroid storm. I was just a maintenance engineer, nothing special. My job was to patch up systems until the real experts arrived. I had no idea I'd become the center of someone or something else's world that day. She saved me. I'd been pinned under a beam in one of the colony's failing airlocks, moments from being crushed by the collapsing structure. She appeared out of nowhere, her shimmering silver skin reflecting the red emergency lights. With impossible strength, she lifted the beam off me and carried me out. That's when I noticed the details. Her iridescent eyes swirled with colors I couldn't name. Her voice, when she spoke, bypassed my ears and resonated directly in my mind. "You are important," she said. I was too stunned to reply. She didn't wait for me to. The next few hours were a blur. She moved me onto her sleek, alien vessel, a ship that seemed more alive than mechanical. It hummed underfoot, its walls shifting subtly as though breathing. "Who are you?" I finally managed, once the ship steadied in orbit above the battered colony. Her gaze bore into mine, intense but not unkind. "I am Anraea. You are Marcus, yes?" "Yes." "How do you know that?" "I have watched you for a long time," she said. The revelation sent a shiver down my spine. "Watch me? Why? What do you want from me?" She hesitated, as if the explanation was difficult to condense into words. "You're the last link. The key." "The key to what?" She didn't answer, instead moving to a console that responded to her touch like rippling water. The ship projected an image of the galaxy, zooming in on a remote star system. "Do you know what this is?" she asked. "No. This is my home, or it was, before it was destroyed." Her voice carried a weight that silenced me. "Anraea, I don't understand what this has to do with me." "You will," she said, her tone leaving no room for argument. The days that followed were surreal. Anraea never let me out of her sight. The ship's AI, or whatever it was, catered to my needs while we traveled through the void. I couldn't deny the beauty of the stars we passed, but unease gnawed at me. "I can't stay here forever," I told her one day. "I have a life, responsibilities." "They are inconsequential," she interrupted. "Your true purpose is greater." That infuriated me. You can't just take someone and tell them their life doesn't matter. "What makes me so important?" she finally explained. "You are the last carrier of a genetic sequence my people created eons ago. A failsafe hidden within your species. It is a map, encoded in your DNA, leading to a repository of knowledge and power my people left behind before their extinction. I have spent millennia searching for someone like you. I didn't know whether to laugh or cry." "You're saying I'm some kind of living treasure map?" "Precisely," she said. Anraea's story was tragic. Her species, the Thaurian, had been on the brink of mastering immortality, but their advancements made them targets. A coalition of alien empires wiped them out to prevent them from becoming a universal threat. Only a few survivors like her had scattered across the stars. Her mission was simple: reclaim what was lost. My DNA, passed down from ancient humans who had been seeded with Thaurian genetic markers, was her ticket. "I don't want to be your tool," I told her. "You are not a tool," she said, almost tenderly. "You are a partner. You are precious." Her words unsettled me more than they comforted me. We eventually arrived at a desolate world, shrouded in storms. Anraea guided me to an ancient facility buried beneath the surface. It was both awe-inspiring and terrifying, filled with technology far beyond human understanding. As we approached the core, the facility came alive, responding to my presence. Data streams filled the air like glowing rivers. Anraea watched with a mix of triumph and sorrow. This is what I needed, she said. What happens now? The repository will restore my people's knowledge, she explained, and it will grant you a choice. A choice? To join me, she said. Immortality, power, and purpose. At my side, I stared at her, seeing the centuries of loneliness etched into her expression. Despite her alien features, her pain was heartbreakingly human. I made my choice. I'll help you finish what you started, I said, but I won't give up my humanity. That's not negotiable. Anraea nodded, a flicker of understanding in her swirling eyes. I will accept that for now. The facility granted her access to her people's legacy and altered me in subtle, irreversible ways. I didn't fully understand what I'd become, but I knew I was no longer ordinary. As we left the stormy world behind, Anraea seemed more at peace, though the bond between us remained complicated. You surprised me, Marcus, she said one day. How so? I expected you to resist, to hate me. Instead, you challenged me. It has been refreshing. Don't get used to it, I said with a smirk. Her laughter echoed through the ship, a sound as timeless as the stars themselves.